With all the snow now melted, basketball fans were back in the stands for high school hoops finale. Familiar face joining the crowd today, Auburn men's coach Bruce Pearl at the Birmingham Crossplex tonight, watching some semifinal action, also possibly doing some recruiting. We'll get to the boys' winners in just a moment, but first we start with the girls. Both 5A semifinal games featured local teams. Anniston and Talladega both with a chance to punch their ticket to the state championship game. The 5A semis moved from the BJCC to the Birmingham Crossplex because of yesterday's weather. Talladega facing defending state champion Winona, and the Lady Dragons were on their A game from the opening tip. Winona had a 20-5 lead after the first quarter and 42-12 at halftime. Lady Tigers have a very young team with a very bright future. Sophomore Gabriel Johnson led the Tigers with 11, 3 of them right there, but Winona was just too strong. The Lady Dragons shot 53% from the floor. Caitlin Rogers and Alexis Dye led the Dragons with 19 points apiece. Winona, they look ready to capture another state championship title. They win tonight in a landslide. Final score is a 39-point difference, 73-34.
They're a young team, and, you know, I'm young, but I got a little more maturity than they have on their team this year. They are a great program with a great coach, but my girls were just a little bit more hungry this year. You know, I had 3 or 4 of them had been here before last year, so that 1 year's experience, even though they're young, it paid off.
I'm very proud of them. Sometimes we didn't exactly execute some things, but I believe they've learned from experience. And a lot of times, if you can get something, or you can get some knowledge and some ability for what you've gone through and come back, hey, we'll be better for it.
Talladega, a lot to be proud of. Their season ends with a 21-10 record, but it's Winona moving on to the 5A state championship game. The Lady Dragons face the winner of the other semifinal game, Anniston, back in the Final Four for a second consecutive season, facing Brubaker Tech. This one was tight all game long. Anniston took a slim lead to halftime, but Brubaker, they led it after the third quarter. Anniston made a fierce comeback, made 3 threes late in the game to cut the lead down to just 2 points. Miaja Bullock led the way with 15 points for Anniston, but Brubaker had 4 players in double figures, and the Lady Rams win it 42-40. So the Lady Bulldogs season comes to an end with a 27-9 record. Anniston is out, as well as Talladega. So that sets up the finals that look like this. Winona and Brubaker Tech will play for the 5A state championship on Saturday. They'll be joined by Ramsey and J.O. Johnson. On the boys' side, J.O. Johnson knocking out Faith Academy in the late game tonight.